Hello and welcome to episode 85 of the DaebakCast, and this is also part 2 of LunaCast 2. Anyways, this is a weekly podcast where the three of us come together each week to talk about K-pop and whatever's current in the industry. This week we clearly have a special episode since the first part went up like a week ago. With the
almost exactly a week.
Loona reaction. Yeah. And anyways, it is a Loona review. Actually, it's just LunaCast 2. All right. Every topic this week is Loona. We'll be doing we'll be ranking the singles. We'll be ranking the B-sides, and we'll be reviewing the new mini album that'll come first. Obviously,
the new mini
usual.
album, Free Somebody. The Loona mini album.
Oh yes. No, not that Loona. Anyways, as always, I'm joined by Nate.
You're so stylish. It's boring, but we couldn't find any good Loona lyrics.
Should have used the other lyrics.
I'm not using the other lyrics. I will never say those. All
right, if anybody's curious what the other lyrics were,
No,
live performance. Never mind, I won't say it. You can ask in Discord. You can join the Discord and ask me what they were. Anyways, I'm also joined, as always, by Andrew, who usually has three things.
My three things are literally just having to do with albums. So number one is, we've talked about ASOL repeatedly on our releases list and everything. So I was just like, okay, I want to support her, buy her music and everything. And so she sent me these two albums, and she even wrote a note saying like thank you and everything. Oh, it's backwards on my screen, but yeah, she hand wrote a note saying thanks, Andrew Lee. So I appreciate that, ASOL. We love you. We love your music.
Yes.
Keep doing what you're doing. Number two is my Perfume album actually came in finally. It was like in my neighbor's house or something.
We're good.
Yeah, for Future Pop, we're going to do a review of Future Pop. Or by the time this comes out, the review of Future Pop should be out already. So please look into that. It's just a sort of thing we're testing out with J-pop. And number three, speaking of Loona, whenever I manage to get the physical version of Plus Plus, we're going to do an unboxing of it, co-unboxing with me and Nate. He's getting A version, I'm getting B version, and we're going to see what happens in terms of
if it's
like...
not white, I'm going to kill someone. if they ever ruin that aesthetic,
it's for limited editions.
It's not the same style, and it's not white, I'm going to be angry.
It's fine.
Racist,
I want the limited. I want the colored versions and like how they did like red and like green and that sort of thing. So I don't think there is a version like that for this. But yeah, we'll be doing an unboxing for Loona, as we do everything with Loona. So those are three things.
Also, as you can see, we have someone in the usually empty fourth seat. We have our friend Cooper, who you may recognize from our KCON videos back in June. So yeah, you can introduce yourself, say whatever you want. This is your 15 seconds.
Oh, my 15? Okay. Hello, I'm Cooper.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
Stop pressuring him. He's not used to this.
Yeah, I'm new to this. Stan Loona, Stan Red Velvet, Stan NCT, Kimberly Limpington, Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un. Let's go.
All right.
I mean,
that's her real name.
I think they could already tell by your Twitter handle at Irene's Waterboy.
Waterboy.
That's a good Twitter handle.
Yeah, Jacob made that for me.
Wait, what?
You came up with that.
Oh. Anyways, I actually don't remember even saying that.
You don't remember?
Was
You
it a
gave
long
him the
time
Twitter
ago?
handle? You don't even remember?
No, it was like a week ago. It was literally
me?
like a week ago.
No.
Okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
Or was it? Oh, okay.
It was a while ago,
Whatever.
but
Was it?
I think it was
like
around
it was
like
that long
KCON. It must have been.
yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I'm Jacob, and now my new call to action. You're going to tweet. All right, you're gonna tweet at Sunmi. You're gonna tweet at Hyuko, and we're gonna get a collaboration cover of "Who Am I," which is by Sunmi. But both of them are going to collaborate.
Are you
just keep tweeting at them every week. We're gonna do this, and We're gonna get this to
I'm
happen.
pretty sure 0 people did it on Monday.
It's fine. I'm gonna keep saying
Also,
it until people do it. It's gonna be a thing.
Nobody commented 69 for
so
being
nobody,
a very good stand.
Yeah, nobody's a very good stand.
I was right. I said nobody's a very good stand. And nobody commented.
I'll comment 69 on my personal channel. There we go, because I love very good. But at the Hyuko concert, are you actually gonna like yell at Hyuko, do this song with somebody, like repeat like the whole concert?
Dude, let me just bring a sign and only hold it up at the end. So people don't get mad at me.
Also have them play Freebird.
Yes.
No. It's insulting.
Anyways, without further ado, we can get into the second topic, which is the album review for Plus Plus.
All right, I guess I'll be the one in charge of this. So, Loona Plus Plus is the
new
debut
programming language.
It increments Loona by 1.
As long as it's better than C#, because C# is garbage to learn. Anyway,
it's C++++.
Yeah, imagine if they.
We'll get Loona Sharp, but that's the next thing.
Yeah, no, imagine if they actually is like all related to just like
programming.
Oh my god, actually, you're gonna get my hopes up now. Honestly, thanks for that. Anyway, Loona's debut mini album Plus Plus. The album cover has all of them on diving boards in each of their the subunits. Yeah. All right, I guess we can get into it now.
I didn't even notice that. Yeongjin's just standing there
all alone.
Yeah, Yeongjin's they're all alone, even though she's technically a part of 1/3. From what they say,
yeah.
she represents the slash. Yeah, she represents the slash.
Well, that's the dumbest thing I've ever.
I think they're just waiting until she can get older. That's probably what they're waiting on, and they'll be like, okay, she's in Loona 1/3 full time. Anyway, the first song is the first song on this was Plus Plus, which makes it a title track, but it's an intro track as usual. So, whenever we have guests usually go first. So, Cooper, what are your thoughts on Plus Plus?
Well, I noticed this is actually the same intro as YYXY at the beginning, with like the beach guitar thing, and then but synths kick in after that, and it's a pretty nice intro. Loona always has excellent intros, so yeah.
That says 90% of K-pop.
Right.
Yeah, I guess, but it's basically a remixed version of Del Senyo, which we kind of covered on when we reviewed YYXY. So, it's kind of an interesting thing because it kind of calls back to when they made their debut when YYXY made their debut stage on Mnet. M Countdown, they had like this thing where like how they have the like group intros or whatever sometimes before they like actually play the song. There was a video of them where there was like 12 seats and they were sitting in 4 of the seats and then they're like waiting for the rest of the girls. So I guess there might be like might serve as like the group intro or something like that. Yeah, I mean, even though it's kind of a remix, I definitely did enjoy like the touches that they added onto it. Yeah, and it's very symbolic in nature because again, like I said in the YYXY review, Del Senyo is like go to the sign or like go to like the beginning sort of thing. So it's just they're very symbolic with with all of this. So yeah, I enjoyed it, even if it's just like a regular sounding title track or intro track. So
yeah,
Jacob.
I thought this was an awesome intro. Like as soon as I like started listening to it, I was like, yeah, this is exactly what I want. Because usually these intros serve to, just like I guess in terms of running terms, just set the pace for the album, like what you can expect from the rest of the tracks. And then this lead led like perfectly into Hi. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I liked the mix of like electronic and guitar stuff. So yeah, I agree. I thought it was a really good intro, and as always, K-pop always has ridiculously good intros for some reason. So,
yep.
All right, so next we have Hi. Oh, we forgot to change the thumbnail.
Oh no! It's a picture of Very Good.
All right, we'll just roll with it. So yeah,
you can fix it and just paste over it.
I'll fix it. I'll fix this in post, like right now. Okay. So Hi. was the official debut track for Loona. Cooper? I mean, we just kind of gave our reactions, but like any other like pertinent thoughts that sort of came within the past 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, I really love how they are able to combine all three sounds from the subunits, but also keep the group from sounding like any of them at the same time, which I think is what they needed to do, and I'm really happy with both singles. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, that was. I'd say that was our biggest fear. Again, I kind of mentioned this on LunaCast episode 1, but our biggest fear was how are they going to incorporate all of them and not have it sound like hot garbage or not have it be like sort of like a mess. But I think still, just as a general thing, I'm not necessarily getting too much of one subunit in particular. Again, it's almost a perfect blend, which considering how different each of the groups' sounds were, that's a feat basically. Where, and it almost in a way it creates something new or like original, where it's just like, okay, I know this sounds like Loona, like OT12, as opposed to I know this sounds like YYXY or Odd Eye Circle or 1/3. So that's again just the way that they've been able to craft all of these songs in the past 2.5 years or so is just incredible. And just some other thoughts that popped up for me was I really love again, I'm a sucker for anytime you go like play with key and like signature and like minor and sort of thing. So the melody that they write for for this song is very interesting. It's like da 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 dum. Like they're not afraid to dip into like those minor notes, despite it being like such like literally the most happy-go-lucky song I've ever heard. Like I thought freaking Love Forever was the most happy-go-lucky song that Loona made, but it just got blown away. It just got dethroned by this. I didn't think it was possible, honestly. So
yeah. So. First impressions, I think this is definitely like one of my favorite Loona songs, like meme aside.
Is it the favorite song on the album?
Because out of the three subunit like title tracks together, I think Love Forever was my favorite, and I like that this is like more of that, but like turned up a notch, like Cooper said, like turned to 11. Yeah, I definitely like that fact. The beat's really nice. The chorus is a little repetitive, but I'm fine with that. I think it's catchy and it works. And yeah, the music video is excellent. So yeah, I'm definitely super happy with this.
Like even though it's repetitive, they make good use of like I usually
different like notes and stuff.
And notes and also the lyrics, like the high. Like they do actual they tie it into the choreo. Like I mentioned in like the reaction, it's kind of similar to from his 9 Duggan Duggan, where like they're like Duggan Duggan, like they do the different moves or whatever. So it's fine to have something be repetitive. It's just as long as you're like doing something that accompanies with it, so that it's not just like it's not just getting like beat into your head.
Exactly.
Nate.
Yeah. I liked it a lot. I like the synth track. It's really like complicated and like really cool, very chiptune-y. Which I like. The high notes were really, really good. Those stood out.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, I just thought it was a really good fit for them as a group. Like you guys said, it's a good mixture. I don't want to reiterate literally everything you guys said, but I pretty much agree with all of it. So.
No, but yeah, you touched on like the high notes or whatever. Like there's like a part where Chu just hits a ridiculously high. I thought like her notes in Love, like Love Forever, were like ridiculously high already. But man, this is almost like an octave above. So again, it's cool to see. It's still really cool to see like the vocal interactions of how between all of the members, that they're just sort of isolated in their own subunits and like they get to do harmonies with each other and that sort of thing, or some people that didn't necessarily get to do features on each other's like albums or like the singles, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's still really cool to see all of this come together. Again, like we've mentioned before, it's literally K-pop Avengers, and like this is Avengers. This is Avengers 1, and just like this is like the scene when like they do the spin and you just see all of them in like the middle of New York.
All the characters. Yeah, exactly.
All right, next up we have the pre-debut track that they released, which is Favorite, which is spelled very weirdly, but that's Loona in general.
Well, stylized it weirdly.
Yeah. Again, it's something we've already covered this previously on LunaCast episode 1, but Cooper, again, you're the new one on here, so what were your thoughts?
Oh man, this song I played at least like 5 times a day.
No, that's me. That's me. That's me too.
Yeah, and the music video I watch at least once a day still. Like it's so good. It's like exactly what I wanted from Luna. And yeah, like you said in the episode 1, it sounds like a Beyonce song
Yeah,
from like 2006.
yeah,
And
well,
it's amazing.
specifically, I was just like during the breakdown, I'm just like, da na 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 na. Oh my god, this is crazy in love. Just like
Yeah,
just like the sudden realization that when it clicked in my head was just incredible.
yeah. The music video too is top notch.
Hmm.
Yeah. It was a really cool like performance video, which I was surprised by because usually they did the whole like storyline thing
Yeah.
with all the
Yeah.
other videos. That being said, like it was a really really clean shot music video. It was really nice looking. And yeah, this is also one that I've been listening to since it came out. I liked it to begin with, but I like it even more now, having like sat on it for
Yeah,
a while.
same.
So yeah, I thought this was definitely good to like get us hyped for the whole like mini album to come out.
Yeah, just another like cinematography sort of note that we I didn't get to mention in the reaction was like because you know how like in the verses where there's like somebody comes up front and like they do their line and then another person comes up, they do a really good job of just like sort of panning the camera or just like moving the camera in such a way that they manage to pick up the next person who's like singing like just at the right time. Like again, like the cinematography and a lot of these, despite it being just again, you'd think it's sort of being like mostly a performance video, they wouldn't care as much just because it's mostly dancing, but yeah, they definitely put a lot of thought into it. So, Nate.
Yeah, I agree with pretty much everything. I thought it was like really good choreo. I like how busy the instrumentals are. There's just like so many things going on at once. Yeah, and vocals fit well. I thought this was a good. I don't think it would have been as good as the title track, as Hi Hi. So I'm glad they went with Hi Hi as like the actual single. But I do like it as like a secondary single, especially because of the choreo.
I mean, yeah, I've just been sort of contemplating it, and as I mentioned in the reaction, I definitely still do prefer Favorite to Hi Hi. Maybe it's just because I haven't had much time to let Hi Hi sort of settle in, but also it's just because I've been waiting for this kind of like Loona sound for forever. So I mean, just like really quick, like which one did you prefer, Cooper? Just like Hi Hi or Favorite?
Probably favorite,
Okay.
at least right now, but it could change.
Jacob, you prefer Hi Hi? I'm presuming.
It's close. I think at the moment I prefer Hi Hi, but it's recency bias, so I guess
Yeah.
I'll have to again sit on it. But yeah, I think I'll probably lean towards Hi Hi because again I really liked Love Forever, so I think this definitely like hits that same note.
All right, next up we have the rest of these are songs that we haven't heard yet, so our original album tracks. So next we have Heat, or the Korean was Yolgi, I believe. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I suck at reading moon runes. Anyway, Cooper,
Yes,
what were your
Heat.
What were your
Yogi.
thoughts on this?
Ooh, I was not expecting a Tropical House song on their debut. So this took me by surprise, but I really loved it. And yeah,
Like when I first heard this, I kind of feel held hostage by this song because I'm just like, I'm the guy that's sort of like been championing that I'm bored of Tropical House, but I'm just like, fuck, I actually like this song. What am I gonna do?
It's Loona. Andrew likes it.
I mean, no, I'm trying to eliminate as much of my Loona bias as possible, but even objectively sort of approaching it, I do like I think what really sells this song for me is the drop, like the da na na. Let's just like, it's just super well written. And again, being mainly a Chu or Chu slash Jinsol, but in this case Chu bias. Just like the notes that she's hitting in this song are just crazy. So yeah, again, I don't know if I was necessarily expecting it. I wasn't necessarily surprised by it because Tropical House is really popular, but this might get me in trouble. But I actually might like this song better than some Card songs. Sorry. It's just
I'd agree with that. Yeah. Maybe not better than like Don't Recall.
Yeah, no,
or Rumor,
yeah.
but like the recent ones, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like maybe in just terms of tropical house, like I'd put this above like some of the recent songs. So, sorry, Card. I love you, Card, but this is really good too, and I've been waiting for this too a long time. So, Jacob.
Yeah, I thought the song was really well done actually. Oddly enough, like even though this is a tropical house song, I thought the vocals really stood out in this song, like especially in the verses. And also the drop was interesting. It was like this. I don't even know what kind of fake the synthesizer instrument is. Like
it's like a weird like horn type thing. It kind of reminds me. It
just reminds me of an elephant.
Or no, what it reminds me of is like in Arabic countries, whenever they do like their prayer or whatever, it reminds me of like I don't know. It's like some type of like instrument like horn thing that they play over the PA. It reminds me of that or whatever. It's just like a really interesting.
Yeah.
Sort of sound effect to use as a drop, but it works well, right?
Yeah. I thought it worked well. Like it was definitely weird at first, but I was like, I can get on board with this. I like this. It's cool. So, yeah, I thought this was really well done.
Yeah, I agree with the drop stuff. Like it was weird at first, but I thought it was cool, because it stood out. I love how chill most of the song is and like how minimalistic the instrumentals are. The song is like almost all beat and vocals, which I thought was really cool. But like when the instrumentals do come in, they're like so interesting. No surprise, this is my favorite song on the album.
Oh my god! Of course. That's surprising considering you jumped the shark last week and you're like,
because it was just like an tropical house song, but this is a really interesting one.
Yeah,
it wasn't that I'm over tropical house. That was just one of the more generic ones I had heard.
Okay. Speaking of something that might relate to last week, the next song is Perfect Love, and I know, Cooper, you probably want to talk about this song because I have a feeling it might be one of your favorites.
Yeah, I wrote in my notes that it sounds like a Tinashe song.
I knew it. Just like the second I heard this song, I was like, oh, this is Cooper.
Yeah, or like mid 2000s like R&B pop. It's really good. The vocals were probably my favorite part of the song. But yeah, this might be my favorite, but we haven't gotten to Stylish yet.
We'll get there, but yeah, I knew, I had an inkling that this was going to be a Cooper song. As for my thoughts, it's another thing where I'm kind of held hostage, where I kind of shit all over Daya for releasing Woo Woo last week, and it's kind of almost the same thing, but I'm just like, damn it, I like this one. I'm like, in trying to like analyze the differences, I guess it might just be vocal performance. I've kind of found it more interesting. I would say like the only thing that kind of holds it back is very similar to like my complaint with Woo Woo by Daya, where it's just that's just like ooh 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 baby baby, like it's kind of repetitive, but it's not as interesting. Whereas this is just like, it's a perfect love, like over and over again. I kind of feel like they could have been a bit more interesting lyrically when it came to like the chorus, but other than that, I really love. I'm a sucker for anything like old school R&B, and yeah, this is. It's something that I think we've or fits Loona very well in terms of like style, or in terms of style. So, if it wasn't for the song after this, it would be one of my favorites, surprisingly. So, Jacob.
Yeah, I like the song. I think it of like all the tracks in the whole album, I think it stood out the least. It just didn't do it for me as much as like aside from the title tracks, Yogi and Stylish, I think just pulled it off a little better. So yeah, either way, I thought it was well done. So
yeah, I kind of agree. I thought it felt very familiar. It sounds like an OT12 Girlfriend almost.
Yeah.
So like it felt familiar, which didn't make it like stand out as much. But I think it's a good song. And I think like Andrew said, like they definitely fit this concept really well because it's like a good balance. So I definitely fit and it was good, but I agree that it probably stood out the least for me as well. All
right, and to round out the mini album, we have Stylish. All right, Cooper, go ahead.
Oh my God. Yeah, so I love this song. This might be my favorite song on the album, actually. Mostly because Kim Lip starts and ends the song, so my
You Kim
bias.
Lip bias.
Yeah, the pre-chorus is like one of the best I've heard this year, probably. It's easily my favorite part of the song, and the synths are fantastic too. But yeah, probably my favorite.
Yeah, basically I was just like, oh, it might be favorite. Oh, it might be perfect love. Oh, it might be high high. Then stylish. Stylish just blew everything else off on this album out of the water completely. Basically, it's a future bass song. And as you know, I'm a sucker for anything future bass. Like future bass is like 90% of the reason why Jinsol was like my main bias. Just because Singing in the Rain is such a dope song. I was surprised when I looked into who actually like helps produce this. It's Iggy, also known better as like she works with Iggy and Young Bae, the person that did G Friends, Rough and Navalera, and they managed to somehow pull this like what, like that's somebody
definitely
making
definitely a different style.
Yeah, like somebody making like the most like the two like girly like the most like cutesy G Friend songs on the face of the planet, just going into like this like dank ass like freaking future bass track. Yeah, I was shocked when I first heard this. Well, I mean, what else do I have to say about the song? Surprisingly, again, we had a lot of worry about like how they're going to incorporate younger members or just like the different styles together, and I was surprised at how many like lines that Yeojin got. And again, you think they sort of like hide her in these sort of like sexier R&B sounding tracks, but no, she does really well in this song. So I enjoyed it. Again, like I looking at like the color coded lyrics. It's like a rainbow because like they do a surprisingly good job of getting like some people like even it might not be like leads or like main vocals sort of thing, but everyone just gets like a fair amount of lines surprisingly, and also just like the chorus is just like the chorus is super iconic. It's like the "You're so stylish," that part with Vivi and Go On. It's just like I'm glad that Vivi got the iconic line in a song. I'm really happy, and I'm sure Fleur in our Discord's really happy too because she was kind of sad that in Favorite she didn't get any lines. But no, this might be one of my favorite Loona songs, period. Honestly, I'm putting it that like, if we were to be crazy and rank every song, it might be up there with like Singing in the Rain. Again, it's just future based bias for me, but it's what I wanted from Loona. Or I mean, actually, it's what I wanted, but I didn't expect it to be this goddamn good. Honestly, this blew me away.
Yeah, so for me, again, like what Andrew was saying with the future-based stuff, like as soon as the beat kicked in, like right in the beginning, I was like, oh, I'm sold on this. This is great. Yeah, like it's on this song, like it's definitely the production that stood out to me rather than like the vocal performance or anything, but that's okay. Like I'd love to see like a live stage of this because I feel like with choreography and stuff, it would definitely be like a really, really epic stage.
You know it would
favorite.
Be.
Those would be so good for performance and stuff like that. So yeah, aside from the title tracks, this is probably my favorite song on the album, like legitimately.
Yeah, I agree. I loved it a lot. I really like how the instrumentals cut out during the first chorus, which is just like a really cool effect that they did. And I thought the vocals shined really well. But yeah, pretty much everything else I would say is mirrored by you guys. It's not my favorite. Heat's still my favorite because Tropical House, but it's definitely, I would say it's probably my second favorite.
All right, so rankings. Cooper, I'm sure you're familiar with this already.
Yes.
What are you giving this album?
So I gave it a 6 out of 6 for music. I love every song on this. Concept, I gave it 3 out of 3. Both music videos were amazing. Love the cinematography, all of it. The choreo, yes. And bias point, of course.
Oh, I wasn't sure.
Wow.
I wasn't sure if you were gonna give it a bias point or not. Imagine it's like 6 out of 6, 3 out of 3. Nah, I'm not gonna stand.
No bias point. I'm totally not a Loona stan.
So, 10 out of 10.
I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to be that guy, but I had to give it a 10 out of 10 too. And like I'm just like, okay, is there any way like is it biased? Is it like whatever? But yeah, like,
I mean, it's okay if it's biased. I mean,
I try to take. I
do it all the time.
I try to.
I was gonna say,
try to
like,
do it.
literally, all of my reviews are.
Yeah, because
no, not
basically
really.
anything that's an IOI, it's like 10.
That's not true. It's not mostly biased. It's just that I'm really easy to please and just like a lot of things.
Well, no,
a lot of bias
something,
is
I
involved,
like it a
basically.
lot. Yeah.
I'm notoriously hard to please, but I just musically, I guess what appealed to me on this album and why it deserves a 6 out of 6 is because, again, Loona. Well, I don't think Loona will ever have a problem being stagnant, and I hope I won't have to take those words back. But again, I love the variety in songs that they've had. I love like the quality of the production. I love maybe 90% of that's just because I love Mono Tree so much. Like Mono Tree did like 3 songs in this mini, which is ridiculous. So yeah, that like musically, it just appealed to like my tastes, and I guess that's what draws me to Loona a lot more than like any like what or a more normal group or what other groups would. So. It's just, I think they deserve credit for doing something. Like I really don't want this to sound disparaging, but it's like they have like I feel like they have the creativity of a boy group, but they're a girl group. And then what I mean by that is just like I feel like they're doing something that you don't really hear from girl groups ever, honestly. And I love like the new direction that they're hopefully that they'll be able to influence like girl group music into, and hopefully like this serves as a blueprint for where you can take like a group in terms of just like promotion and yeah, just musical style as well. So concept, yeah, definitely a 3 out of 3 on that, because like the choreography for favorite was just god tier, and again like I love like the cinematography of Hi. So yeah, that was easily gonna get a 3, and obviously I'm giving them a bias point, so 10 out of 10. And I rarely get the last 10 out of 10 I think I gave was before, or was Sungri, and then the one before that I think was like Stray Kids. So it's like I think I've only been like 3 10 out of 10s the whole year.
All of those are really recent too. Oh wait, Perfect Red Velvet. I think you gave it 10, right?
Yeah. No, we didn't. I don't know if we reviewed Perfect Red Velvet. We did Perfect Velvet. Okay, I forget. But yeah, I rarely
Either
give.
way, whatever.
I rarely give.
Anyways. So for me, I don't know. It's for. Like I'm conflicted.
You're not gonna give it a 10 out of 10.
You don't have to.
Well,
You don't have
to
to.
justify it.
No. I'm conflicted on actually where I stand, like legitimately. Like if I were to give on music, I'd probably do 5.5, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel perfect as a 10 for me, just because I think Perfect Love could have been a little better for me.
It's okay, Jacob. You're not alone.
Yeah. So I think I'll give it a 5 out of 6 for music. Definitely 3 out of 3 for concept. Like the music videos are all super beautiful. Like they were literally like Heejin literally just runs off the building and starts flying.
It's art.
Like that one episode of SpongeBob where Patrick just runs up the rays of sun to the sun. And yeah, it's just, again, also like even the cover art, like I love the image of like the different subunits like standing on the different levels of the high dive. The colors are great. Triple H, please take notes if you still exist.
They don't. They definitely don't.
Like Loona is not as
They don't
dank.
use disgusting orange light.
Yeah,
it's
not dank.
It's good. 3 out of 3. 3 out of 3. And then bias point for sure. I've like it's crazy because like we started out like with a lot of the Loona 1/3 stuff. I didn't like it originally just because it felt like something I had already heard before, I guess. And now that we've been covering Loona and stuff like that, those tracks have even grown on me as well. And like we were saying before, it's like the K-pop Avengers like performing or like assembling for the first time. So super excited to see what we have to come. So yeah, 9 out of 10 overall. Close to being 10 though.
Yeah. So yeah, for me it's the same. I like all the songs on the album a lot, but I think Perfect Love was a little too safe. And yeah, I just want something a little more interesting, I guess, or different. So yeah, I'm a borderline 10 out of 10, but I think I want to give it a 5 for music. But then yeah, definitely 3 for concept and 1 for bias. So 9 out of 10 for me. So
I mean, yeah, it's
2
still
9s, 2 10s, still 10.
I kind of want to. I don't have any Loona albums yet, but I kind of want to buy this one so I can get the OT12 poster.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Nate and I, on the other hand, have way too many fucking Loona albums.
Either that or I
Oh,
might
I
just
have
buy the
all of
poster,
them.
but I'd rather
Yeah,
support
we have all
them.
of them.
So.
If you want to see my unboxing of it, I spent way too much money, so...
Although I've been meaning to ask, they didn't make a physical release for the Carol 2.0, did they?
No, Carol 2.0 was
Okay.
just a digital single, so...
Okay.
That's
So,
why, yeah.
so we
Same
do
thing-
have everything.
Same thing with the English version of Lunatic. That didn't get a physical release.
Oh,
so.
yeah. I forgot about that.
Averages out to a 10. Truly Daebak album, definitely. And they managed to live up to expectations. It's just surprising. So I'm really happy.
Yeah, I'm happy with it as well. Again, like a year and a half built up to it, so I think the wait was worth it. So yeah,
Definitely, wait was worth it. So
I hope we continue to get OT12 because I know they might like choose to focus on subunits and stuff instead. But I hope OT12 is at least yearly.
It'll be interesting to see like how often they will do like. It'd be like as much as I want them to do just like OT12 for the rest of like eternity. It'd be nice to just keep OT12 special, where it's just like it doesn't lose any of its like curiosity. Where it's like, oh, they're actually doing something all together. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, they've already announced Loona the Ballad for 2019. So I mean, they're definitely gonna mix things up. It's not just gonna restrict themselves to like strictly 1/3 YYXY and like Odd Eye Circle and Yojin doing her own thing. So yeah, they're definitely. It'll be interesting to see how they mix and match all of the all of the members.
Boo. I like this song, but I don't know, the choreo was like pretty meh. And I could have done without like the completely gratuitous ass shot at the beginning and the whole intro thing.
Yeah,
it really turned me off to the song or like the styling and